So I want the Celtics to cover. I want the Celtics halftime. I want Garnett in points and rebounds.
What do you know?
I don't know. I just know.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It's the dumbest fucking bet I ever heard of.
I disagree, Gary.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This week we are discussing Uncut Gems.
Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
All right, welcome back into the Slate Laced Podcast.
What's happening for the gang?
Hi.
Yes, sir. All right, we are discussing Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is a crime comedy drama directed and co-written by Josh and Benny Safdie. Set in the Diamond District of New York City, the story follows Howard Ratner, a jewelry dealer to the rich and famous with a gambling addiction while trying to handle 2 relationships and debts at once. When he makes a series of high-stake bets that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime, Howard must perform a high-wire act balancing family, business, and encroaching adversaries on all sides in his relentless pursuit of the ultimate win. All right, so let's jump right into it. Vinny, what'd you think of this film?
Oh, I was definitely feeling this one.
Okay.
It was definitely an entertaining film from beginning to end. What I really do like was it's very simple. It's not difficult to follow. From beginning to end. It's just simple. This man has a problem. He's got a gambling addiction, right? And you always got to introduce films with the character flaw. What is it that they're going through? What is this journey that we're getting ready to embark on with the character? And it's very clear from the beginning. Like, it's just super fast paced. It's just boom, 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 boom. You just seen it. Like, in every scene, he's going through something. And he's always trying to find a way to get out of it. I mean, this man, it's just like the thing says, it's a high wire act. In every scene with this man, it's like, oh wait, I don't have money. Hang on, let me just come up with something else, just to temporarily get someone off of his back.
Exactly.
And it's crazy how he can just juggle this every single scene after scene. So I really like that, and it's funny because the character is like super rude, super disrespectful, but like that's what makes him lovable because he's kind of funny in a really weird, quirky way. Because his smile is extremely awkward. He's unbelievably awkward around people. He's just got like no people skills, no, none of that. He's not even charming, but it's weird. But yet you still love the character. So definitely dope. Definitely in the top 3 to 4 films I've seen for
high praise.
2019.
High praise.
No, not 2019. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying 2019 season of film. It's up there for sure.
Yeah, I agree. It's super entertaining, and like you said, it is straightforward, but we hit the ground running, and we just don't stop to the end. So, super entertaining, and yeah, you kind of don't want to root for a person like this because he has a problem. He's a gambling addict. Some of the decisions he's making, you're like, dude, what are you doing? But you do find yourself rooting for him in the end there. So, I like it. It kind of plays with you a little bit. I like it. Ledge, what'd you think of it?
I fucks with it. Basically, I just like the fact that each scene was just like fast, boom, 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 boom. So like it just kept the momentum up. You know what I'm saying? Your energy just stayed up. On top of that, like I feel what y'all saying. You didn't really want to root for him, but at the same time you did. But he just it's like he was almost there. Like you feel me? Like y'all waiting this long. Like you know what I'm saying? It kind of pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? How other people that have control of their goons, you know what I'm saying? Maybe these decisions wouldn't happen. You feel me? But it's definitely a top film of the year. It was fast paced. It was good. I
think, and I think there's also a few other things too that kind of just solidify. Like I like how they solidify how kind of bad of a dude he really is. It's like this man has a family that he's supposed to be coming home to, but then he's living this whole other life outside of that, and he's really not even home that much. It's like, what is the point?
And then when he's home, he's distracted by like the games he's betting on. So he's not even attentive.
Exactly, and then
exactly,
it still trips me out.
It was cracking though, like how his son was involved with the
his son was, the older one was like definitely following like father's footsteps.
Oh, for sure. And just from the layout standpoint, it was good. The realism I liked to it was good. Another thing that I noticed was there was a lot of overlapping dialogue, which obviously was done purposely, and then the way they talked to one another, it was definitely stylized in a way. It's like as if they studied, I don't know, maybe like an Italian family or something like that, and how they're all very expressive and might yell at one another. That's the way they all communicate in this film. He's talking to his girlfriend, he's talking to his side chick like that, he's talking to his wife like that, he's talking to the people at his job like that. He don't even care, he's talking to KG like that. And it has a very definitely New York vibe.
The first scene, this dude already letting go the jury.
It was, so that was the first one where you're like, when he pawned that ring, you're just like, oh my god, I hope he has a backup plan for this.
He's definitely reckless.
But you see who he is from the jump.
I'm like,
for sure.
Dang, like you just was like, bro. Like it just made you want to sit back and see.
One of the things that makes me think about what makes films good sometimes and things like that is when you open up the film, there's like a certain amount of things that you need to show in order for a viewer to understand what is really going on and what this is about to be about, and if they're going to be interested and if it's going to be any good. And you can just go textbook and go, okay, so I'm going to show the main character, I'm going to show his problem, I'm going to show his daily life, I'm going to show these things, and and just because you're laying them out there doesn't make it good. This is like one of the examples where it's like they laid it all out there, but it's interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things where it's like, see, it's not always textbook. And another thing that was not textbook about this film to me was the ending, and it's very personal, the ending to me, just because of what I would go through working with my films and how they would tell me, how endings should go. And so this is what I really liked. It was like, you don't get answers. And if you need answers, I think you know what they are.
Yeah.
If you watch this film, it's like, what did you think was going to happen? How did you think this was going to go?
Yeah, I was telling Ledge when we watched it, like, if you want to ride like lightning, you're going to crash like thunder. And it was just like, we were waiting for this dude to, die the whole movie. I thought he was going to get shot like at least 15 times prior to when he actually died. Like
exactly, like he should.
I don't know how you can keep tempting fate, but he definitely did.
True, but at the same time, like, that's where the film still drawed you in, and you just wanted to root for him all the way to the end. And you're just like, fuck, like, nah, you might as well should just pull it out. You're just like, dang, like,
but it's a dangerous lifestyle if that's what you want to do, and you're gonna play with big money like that. That's what you expect to get.
But it left you with all those like open-ended questions, like, what's the girlfriend gonna do with all that money? She just hit big.
She did.
His kids.
Wait. People may not have seen it, so let's not.
Look, we may spoil some things. Sorry about that.
You already trying to do it. So anyways, people should also see that movie though. Your movie quote, The Place Beyond the Pines.
How did you know? I didn't think you were gonna get it.
Don't.
Place Beyond the Pines.
Talk to me. I do the movies. I do films. That's what I do for a living.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thank you. So anyways, what else you got for us?
Yeah, no, it's actually based on Josh and Benny Safdie's dad, who knew a guy like Howard Ratner. I think his name was actually Howard. So that's what they actually been trying to get this film made since 2009, but finally got the financing. Finally got the financing. And I think Adam Sandler actually turned down the role the first time. He turned it down because he didn't want to work with like unknowns.
Wow.
And then they made this movie with Robert Pattinson. The name escapes me. But after he saw that, he was like, all right, I'll work with them. And
I saw that. I've been talking to people. I'm like, do you see The Weeknd in this one? I was like, this is The Weeknd from like 2012. When he still had
it is, but it's also set in 2012. Because that's when Trinidad James, Cash Out, all of them were popular rappers that were
I was like, Trinidad James is literally doing stuff with Complex now. He's not really making music. No, that's what he's doing. He's doing shoe stuff.
Oh, he is? Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like,
But it was
See, all that is crazy.
All Gold Everything was a banger.
Yeah,
that really was a movement.
Summer anthem.
Yeah, it really was. But yeah, so I guess it's still set in 2012. And then I was telling Vintage that we were actually watching those playoffs, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
to
kind
of relive it
because
we were rooting for the Celtics during that year. That was Ray Allen's last run, so
man, that was some years ago for us.
It was nostalgic.
Shouts out to Ray Allen.
But the fact that the directors and writers of this actually kind of knew a guy similar like this, that's wild. To finally tell their story, that's awesome.
Well, I know some people that gamble.
But to this extent, you know some.
No, not that.
You know some people that got problems that need to go get help.
I mean,
going
depends
wild.
on how you look
We're
at
not
it.
talking like $200, $300. This nigga was just.
Yeah, the whole Celtics ring, that scared me. I was like, oh gosh. Then I thought, Lakeith was in cahoots with KG to steal the stone. I didn't think they were going to bring the stone back.
Yeah.
And we are going to spoil it. Sorry, listeners. All right, so what did we think of the cast? Adam Sandler was perfect for me. I know that they wanted an actual, a Jewish actor, so I think it had gone to Jonah Hill for a little bit, but eventually went back to Adam Sandler, and I think that was a good cast. Even though he's known for his comedy, I think he pulls off drama real well too.
Yeah, he pulled off drama well. I like that. Yeah.
I was skeptical at first, but then to be honest, I hadn't seen the trailer necessarily before going in to watch the actual film, or I didn't associate the two. I can't really remember which one it was when it happened, but I think that I'm always skeptical when a comedian is kind of stepping outside of his realm, and it's not that he was necessarily doing that because there was still comedy in it, which I actually didn't think there would be comedy in it at all. But I get skeptical. I'm just kind of like, like what are they doing? I felt like that with what's his name with The Office when he started doing his thing, the one that you like,
Steve Carell.
And the other one, the other guy, the tall white.
John Krasinski. Man, he's killing it.
When they were but those are just my examples of where. When they step out, I'm like, I don't know about this because it just feels weird, and then for me, it then gets hard to take you seriously.
That's what I did
artist.
When I was coming in, it was going to be hard to take him seriously because he's funny as fuck.
Exactly. But he ended up doing it well. He had me believing the whole thing. Like I was watching his family, him getting divided between him and his family, and how he was like losing them, and then him also realizing like how important they were and things like just all of that was super believable for me. So he did it. He did it. I wasn't sure if he would, but he did.
Now one thing I'm definitely skeptical is when they cast athletes. So Kevin Garnett in this one definitely wouldn't have thought of him. Yeah. They should have just kind of, or I would think maybe they'd go with like an unknown and just pick a tall actor. Yeah. To fake be in the NBA, but they really went with it. KG was good, but I was telling them off camera there were some moments where it looked like he was reaching for that line.
It was a little
that moment where they're like, when he's finally gonna give him the gem or the stone.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, man, you like playing me? What is going on?
What are you playing?" It just looked like he was like kind of reading those lines, Yeah. It didn't seem as natural.
And even when Adam Sandler was like, "You feel good? You feel good? Like I'm betting on you tonight."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was struggling a little bit. Yeah. But that comes with the territory of casting NBA players, but. Hey,
I think it's even musicians and all that type of stuff in general. Like,
luckily the Weeknd, his wasn't too hard. He just had to make out with some lady.
The Weeknd can tap into his because he's super artsy, so he can kind of get. I'm not even the biggest Weeknd fan.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the Weeknd, but
so it's not even that. I've just
his role didn't call for that much acting.
But I've seen his music videos to where
he does that stuff.
I can get the feel that he would.
I'm a star boy. That's about the only music video I see.
He's more than that. His videos are deep.
Okay.
But I think that he can really tap in and and do that. But yes, I was just saying musicians in general as well. Yeah. I think that a lot of times it's like when you cast them, I know for me, when you're thinking about lines, you're like, okay, well, let me just give them something simple, something where it's where it's like everyday dialogue. How we're sitting here and talking.
Yeah.
You can get a celeb here and do this.
Yeah.
But then when you're getting them to actually like embody a certain character, now you're like,
exactly. You're right. They asked like just enough from him that he could give. So that's why I think.
But he almost didn't give it.
He almost did it in some parts. Yeah. But I think they're able to cover it up with what's going on because it's such like a fast-paced movie. Mm-hmm. You're not really like focused on dialogue and like, ooh, did he hit it? It's not too bad.
But when we were, I just want to say these boys got some heat though. Like these brothers working together. They're young. They're in their early 30s.
Oh, Josh and Benny Safdie?
Yeah. Gotcha. Man, for the next 25 to 30 years, they got things coming because I seen Good Time.
Yeah.
Like the vibe on that is crazy. You already see the type of route that they're going. They're going the Woody Allen route in the sense of their flicks are going to be in New York. So I like that because if that's where you're from, I'm going to assume that's where they're from.
Yeah, that is.
So they're going to embody like we're New York. Every film we're going to do is going to be based in New York. It's going to be New York characters. And I like that. I like that because that's like us if we were doing like films is going to be on the West Coast. That's how it's going to be because that's how we are. And then what was the couple other ones that they did? I had like checked the ratings and it's crazy because it's like these guys are already like 33 and it's like films are coming out 7 years ago that they made and it's like people have seen those.
Yeah.
So they're already ahead of the curve. They're already ahead of the game. They're
creating for sure.
Yeah, they got a straight line now. And they just got to follow that. And
whatever they do next, it's gonna be a heater for sure.
Oh, definitely. So I like these guys.
They're ones to watch.
We'll be watching. We're gonna be looking for sure.
Oh, most definitely.
All right. Before we get out of here, before we sign out, we got a quick trailer reaction
for the game.
We are going to be reacting to A Quiet Place 2.
Yeah.
So this is the sequel. So Ledge, please roll it.
Yeah. Hey, y'all ready? So it's getting out a little rusty whip.
Day one. Gotcha.
Oh, but they emotion.
Yeah.
Emotion,
so they're already making sounds and stuff. So
okay. I'm hearing people.
I like the cinematography.
Yeah.
It's clean. It's got the
eyes forward, please.
It's
okay. So you get a little bit to the aliens.
It's got a vintage feel.
It does though. Yeah. It does.
I like the first person view right now.
This is me on the way to work, driving like this.
Yeah, you do drive crazy.
I was totally being facetious.
Okay, so just some chaos. So this is like how it all happened. This is how it all happened.
I'm trying to be like that.
She was whipping that thing.
And now back to probably what's present time of they gotta be a little quiet. Silent mode.
Yep.
Silent.
Yep. I see the powder on the floor.
Silent.
I see the powder.
Okay.
Powder.
Okay.
It's drawing you in.
Mm-hmm. And they're not giving like too much away.
Yeah. Their choice is
Tripwire.
They're short.
There you go.
I don't know. She didn't see that though.
No, exactly. It was clear as that. Noise. Gotta start running. Oh, and they. Oh, okay.
Some people probably with the choice.
But I love it.
They got a good choice of shots though. They're drawing you in. Look at it. Series of close-ups. And then they pan up to show it. I'm telling you, this is literally like the thing from War of the Worlds. That's just me.
Maybe John Krasinski was inspired by it.
Whoa.
Probably. Oh, and they got the baby. Y'all, we forgot. And he's still in that box with his breathing tube. Dang.
Why does it look like Atlanta or something?
I don't know where it's from.
You don't know, do you? They always gotta they gotta kill you with the one friend.
Yeah.
You don't know, do you?
A lot of kids gonna be in boxes. Okay.
Someone gonna die.
Okay.
And then that's the end of this. You know they do that.
Yeah, exactly.
They love doing that. They love doing that.
Alright, you can cut that.
Gotta whip out the shotgun.
But I wonder if they're gonna try and go. Yeah, exactly. How how many more sequels they're gonna try? Do you think they're gonna like wrap it up on this one or like keep going?
And they're gonna leave it open, and then it's gonna.
Because it could be a thing where they can do like 3 to 4 of them. You can really keep going.
Just do 3.
When you're making films with
that's it.
But when you're making films with big companies and there's potential sequels, what ends up happening is that they leave it open, and then if it does well, they're gonna make another one.
Yeah, exactly.
If this movie was to flop, then there's no third.
Yeah, because I don't think they even thought there was gonna be a part 2 until people like the success of
all
part 1,
over
and then
they were like, time to get back.
But it's something where you can just keep going.
They should leave it open. I think it should be 3.
Because the kids can just keep getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like the mom can die and it's now them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of reminds me of like the Maze Runner trilogy. How many Maze Runners do they do? Like 4? 3 or 4? Like it's kind of similar to
I feel like it would be
Maze
dope
Runner's
if they make it 3 because if they make it 3, what is this? This is a prequel right now.
Yeah, this is the prequel for sure.
But
I like how we're gonna see how it happened because in The Quiet Place you just jump off and nobody's talking. You like what the heck's going on? So it's cool that they're showing us like what led them to that quiet place because they did a lot, but that's how you know it's a good movie because you weren't even bored and there was like
it was
like one line of dialogue for like 40 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you.
But my thing is that this right here can destroy the legacy of the first one.
Right. They do it bad
because if they flop on this,
at number 2,
you should have just left it in the box and just let it,
Yeah. So
excited.
definitely excited. Number 1 was like phenomenal, so I'm excited for Quiet Place 2.
Before we hit the dusty trail and get out of here, you was talking about you love that film from 2018, Quiet Place 1. What was the best film you think you saw then of 2018?
For me, the best films 2018, I'm going to go Sorry to Bother You off the top. That was really good. Just because it was so unpredictable, you didn't really know like where that storyline was going. I kind of like that. What else I got? Black Klansman was pretty cool. Lady Bird, I liked. And those are some of my favorites from 2018.
I like the ones that y'all ain't gonna like. So, yeah.
Which ones?
Anyways, Black Panther was dope.
It was just alright to me.
Yeah, whatever. Black Panther was hard. Secondly, The Hate You Give was tight.
That was good.
That was a real good.
That was a good one.
It was inspirational. You know what I'm saying? People needed that.
That was a good one.
Another movie, The Outsiders. Not The Outsiders. What was the movie we was just talking about?
We're just talking about
A Quiet Place. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A Quiet Place was fire. What's another movie that was hard for you? And that's about it.
Yeah, those are the top ones for 2018. But then there were some like little comedies, like Game Night was pretty funny. That's a good
Game
one.
Night was
Game Night was funny.
Game Night was funny.
So it's like those little sleepers that you don't know. But I mean, Jason Bateman and everything is pretty much good, so shouldn't have been a sleeper.
But The Shape of Water won Best Picture.
Didn't see it. Wasn't interested, to be honest.
You not with the art movement.
Nah, did you like it?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
But I mean, it's like for me, I like flicks like that. And then Sorry to Bother You was
that's probably the best one for me.
Yeah. And then storytelling wise, I did like A Star Is Born. It was cool.
A Star Is Born was cool.
I didn't see that one either. Sorry, guys.
I mean, I think it's one of the ones when you're chasing something in your life. That's one of the ones that you're gonna. That's one. Yeah, because it's one of the ones that you're gonna watch. It might hit home. It might not. But it's one of the ones that I think that if you're in music or you got it. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, because she can sing, she can do all this stuff. She's dope. I like her. But yeah.
She went to art school, creative art school.
I don't know. Are you just
saying that? We don't know the bio, but
are you just saying that because I'm in the art and stuff, or you being dead? Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. From performing art school.
All right. Well, you can cut the smacking though.
Yeah.
But, okay.
All right. Well, we are out of here. This is the Slate Laced Gang. We are signing out. Follow us.